Yeah. Down in the deeps of Goblin Cave with
Yeah.
a bunch of dead vigilants of Standar.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's get out of here. Devin says that.
What time of the day it is? Is it still daylight?
Yes, there should be still daylight outside.
This
Mm.
wasn't a very far
And
trek from the town, was it?
It was like
Think
it wasn't that
how
far.
far?
These waterfalls are what give this town its name. So
Bar Falls. That's what it is.
yes.
Hey, maybe
Yeah.
we can get some. Maybe we'll get a reward for helping out the town with the goblin problem that they didn't even know they had.
Let's cut off one of their heads to prove it to them.
I ain't
That
carrying
we
it.
killed them.
it's back of the heads again. We had the same problem before with the Falmer.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not carrying heads
In the
again.
Dwemer cave. In the
You
Dwemer
can-
cave.
Just take the
we
ears.
Oh, good point. Devin's gonna go cut off some goblin ears with his new sacrificial blade.
You harvest a pair of goblin ears.
Yeah, like
Make
I try to squeeze the blood out of them before
make
I put them in.
an air necklace.
I don't think I'm gonna do that.
Or an earring.
you listen. He's a dark elf. That doesn't mean
Earring.
he's deranged.
I might be deranged, but I mean it's not because I'm an elf or a dark elf.
It's because you're
Completely
too dark.
unrelated.
Anyway,
You've looted the place, if I remember correctly.
We did.
So let's go outside.
Killed a couple of mud crabs outside.
let's see. Let's try to make friends with the mud crabs. Do.
With a what?
I think they died.
That's
Who
sad.
killed them?
I think Ali, right? Ali killed one, and
Oh. I kill goblins.
I might have killed the other. You shot it with your bow, and then I think so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, now I remember. Now
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
we killed everything.
we killed some things.
because so many things that there's too much things to kill.
Yeah. Exactly.
A dear friend.
Wow.
You're
There's
back
just
at the
the-
grasslands. Yeah?
It's just a random deer out there.
Yeah.
Can't pet that dog.
The one that spawns right on your face when you exit a cave and then starts legging it the moment you load in.
Can't pet that dog.
He's got that deer in him.
I like that meme.
I won't
Little
pet that
southern boy.
dog.
Thank you for the follow, Drum3. There's a squirrel. Thank you for the follow, Naranya101. Those are the names of the deer and the squirrel, I guess.
I will name.
Which one
Like
is
there, if there's an actual deer, I want to try to pet it.
Make an animal handling check.
Let's do this. We're gonna pet this deer. As soon as I figure out where the heck the. Oh, there's a nice tray.
You're lucky it's not a llama.
What?
You're lucky it's
You're
not a
lucky
llama.
it's not a llama.
Oh God. I rolled a 12.
Hmm.
A deer will just run away. A llama will spit in your face.
Deer keeps a safe distance from you. It doesn't seem to be scared or terrified of you. Doesn't run away, but it still elects
Smart.
to stay away. Safe distance.
Yeah, same as me. So makes sense.
All right, guys. We ready to go back to town and
Khajiit deer confirmed.
Deer.
do not
Kozhudov is willing to go to town too.
she looks at she looks at both Isola and especially at well, she just looks at Isola and goes, "Please do not disturb the wildlife. Remember the last time we had to deal with disturbed wildlife?"
She says, what have I done ever to disturb the wildlife?
I don't
just,
know.
just because I scream and shout sometimes when I fight doesn't mean my goal was to terrify the animals. It's not my fault they are afraid of a good fight.
They're just gentle creatures. So we ready to go?
Yes.
Yes.
Back to town. Where is town, though?
Also, it shall be known that Aurelia has made a lot of money off of her research. Cha-ching.
No, 500. Huh? Crazy.
Ollie casually inquires about the team bank account.
Not a
There
bad
you go.
idea. Having a team fund for taverns
Ye-
and keep, you know.
Yeah, Ollie asked if the tavern will come out of the team account.
There ain't no... Listen. Listen, I'm fine with it. I just like... Listen. We got 12... I'm the party sugar mom at this point. Which, Devin might actually make more money.
I
Ollie,
don't know. 500's a lot for
Ollie
some
congratulates
notes.
you on your new role and quickly jots down that every team needs one of whatever you just said.
Bro, I'm thinking out of character. But, okay. No, what, no. I got an idea cooking. We're gonna scam some nobles in Cyrano.
You're saying this in character.
No, out of
Okay.
character.
It seems like a bad idea out of character. It's this Imperial City is one of the places I don't want to be like wanted.
You have an alright travel back to the city.
Is it evening or is
It
the
is
market
evening,
still up?
yeah.
Probably just go to the tavern.
Likewise, I pay out of my own funds.
Actually, you know what? Is it immediately evident if there is any place where there might be a practitioner of magic here? Or if there is, would it be like would they even be open? Or should I just wait until morning?
There is no magic shop, and you haven't heard of anyone in this area, in this town, being specifically referred to as a wizard or a mage.
Okay.
But there is a shop that sells magic stuffs. As the
Is
locals
there
put it.
a temple?
There is a shrine
I
of
see one.
Mara. Yeah.
I'm gonna go in there real quick and try to talk to a priestess.
Part of me wants to follow. just to see if there actually is an amulet. Whoa. Is that an
There-
amulet of Mara? I don't know.
There are a few people praying, meditating in here.
Okay, I look for one that looks like a priestess who doesn't seem as deep in meditation. If there isn't any, then yeah. Do I see anybody who's not actively meditating who's also like a priest?
Yeah, there is a woman that's going around the temple lighting incense sticks,
Mm.
tidying
Okay.
up the bouquets, all the offerings.
I say, hail, priestess. I was wondering if I would be able to either pay you or make a donation or to Mara in order to have this identified. And by that I mean like the identify spell.
Mhm.
And I hold out the dagger I received or found rather.
Smart idea.
Yeah.
Well, with a bitter smile, she says that she wouldn't be able to offer you such services.
Mm.
She is not one. The arcane arts are not her strong suit.
Mm.
Her duties mainly revolve around the maintenance of the temple, its rituals, and the rites of Mara that need to be given and performed.
Understood.
Whoa.
Is there a place is there a place nearby where I could potentially have such a service performed?
All of a sudden, Mara herself shows up.
Yeah. She becomes an avatar of Mara.
Part of me wants
Smites
to
me.
go in. Oh my god, she's tiny.
She
Looks
says
like
that
a
you
mouse.
might find a scroll at the Bits and Bob's shop.
I'll have to keep an eye out for one, thank you. I'll go back to the group and go into the tavern or wherever they go.
Yep.
Ollie asked if you were able to reach enlightenment.
Not yet. I'm on the
I
way.
like. I nod solemnly on the words "on the way." Like I kind of like brighten up a little bit, like excited for you.
Oh. Aurelia just kind of looks and goes, it depends on enlightenment. Honestly, I find it more enlightening to be out in nature and really just maintain peaceful shrines, but that's each their own. Then again, finding love is important.
Oh, I wasn't in there for love.
Hey man, I'm not judging.
I think you're thinking of Dibella. I'm not in there for love.
Are we leaving the Shrine of Mara?
I left it. I don't
You're
know if
outside of it.
anybody-
Cool, let's. Hey everybody, I got
Before
an
I
idea.
forget.
Let's all go get amulets. Mara and wear them. This is out of character. Don't take this seriously.
Let's head into the night
Korshdorf will
then.
draw will drop a coin as an offering in the Shrine of Mara.
Mm-hmm.
That one NPC who hated you. Is that an amulet of Mara? What the fuck?
Do I get any boon for offering the money, or it just or
You
not?
are cured of any ailments or illnesses that might
Okay,
affect you.
I wasn't sick, so this was most for roleplay.
Actually, hey, what would an amulet of Mara do? I'm actually curious.
Well,
Let
it
me-
will be a good help for certain people. Oh, so you're the interest, right? Instead of
No, I'm talking like what boost does it get?
Amulet of Mara, the divine of fertility and compassion, blesses you with her love. Whenever you regain hit points from a spell or a potion, you regain 1d4 extra hit points. When you wear an Amulet of Mara.
I'm gonna ask for an amulet tomorrow. I'm gonna need one of those.
Who do you ask?
Probably gonna go inside and ask the priestess.
Oh.
Very nice and respectfully.
She can give you one for 10 septims.
Best 10 spectrums I'm about to spend in my entire life.
Good balance.
And she says that may Mara be ever at your side. May she bring you strong descendants.
Oh.
May you ever feel her worth.
I give her the nice, kind blessing, you know. I'm also gonna drop 30 gold in the little offering thing on my way out.
Very well.
Congratulations, you're cured of alcoholism. What the? and she's gonna be like wearing the amulet of Mara around her neck, just to like, along with the one of Keenereth, if she like she has she has a little symbol for Keenereth.
As you leave
Whatever
the
it is.
temple, Ollie asks, "Oh, have you reached enlightenment?"
I've already been enlightened. I followed the kind. I'm just getting this amulet.
I say, "Oh, and not the hiss."
Never hurts to have two gods blessing you.
I like nod slowly and like write that down.
All of a sudden, there's a swarm of NPCs who show up like that day go to bar. I don't even have a home yet, dog.
Well, whoever is looking for an Amulet of Mara will be able to see it, but not everybody wants to get hitched.
Of course not. It's more of a joke about how the marriage mechanics work in Skyrim.
Yeah. Because that's how you get married in the game.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wear the Amulet of Mara and interact with NPCs, and they express their love for you when you select the specific dialogue option.
Wow.
So yeah, you guys ready to go? Aurelia goes, you guys ready to go hit tavern?
Kotuzov wants to see an authority of some kind.
There is a
Either
guard
the town's leader.
eavesdropping at the just outside the temple, and he's very evidently, very obviously standing just close enough to you to hear what you're talking about.
Ollie, like, very brazenly, like, walks up to him and asks, "Sir, I saw that you were listening to our conversation. Are you hoping to join our team?"
I make sure this town is a safe place. I wasn't listening to whatever you were saying.
So
Is there
then you like standing
something-
close to teams. Sorry.
He's just standing guard.
I'm stationed outside the temple to make sure it's safe. Is there anything I could assist you with, citizen? Maybe someone stole your sweet roll or something?
I say, great question, and I turn back to everyone and I say, this guy is standing guard, in hearing distance of our conversation, so that he can make sure that this town is safe. He asks if we need any help. Do we need help?
Korzhudov says, yes, actually, we need to speak with probably one of your leaders. To communicate, we have cleared up a nearby cave of goblins.
Goblins, you say? Nasty creatures. Which cave was it? At the waterfalls?
Korzhudov answers, a cave hidden by a waterfall.
Ollie nods her head as Kocherdov speaks.
Hmm. Well, you can meet with the watch captain. He's going to be the one responsible for any, if any compensation you might be entitled to. At the guardhouse. Here.
Well, we'll head on over there to the guardhouse then. Thank you, soldier.
Ollie also says thanks and follows the group.
You know, my
I'm
line
assuming.
descends from the hero of Quatch.
Does he? Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm such a hero.
Ollie looks at him in amazement and says, "Oh wow," and writes that down before moving on to the next room.
Aurelia just kind of sighs and looks and just like, it's just kind of thinking, we gotta help, we gotta keep her from doing anything or making any deals. Just writes that down in mental
Korzhudov,
like
if
thinking to
Korzhudov
herself
was
that.
cynic, if Korzhudov was a cynic kind of guy, he would say, "But yeah, if all the men and women I met who claimed to be descendants of the line of Quatch were indeed so, there will be a lot of people playing the banjo around."
I don't quite know what you mean, Kocherdov.
He didn't say that.
Oh, okay.
He would say that if he was cynic. He was
I see. Oh, but no,
like-
but he isn't. Got it.
no.
Kojardov's brother walks in. I would think that. Just kidding.
Okay. Do we see the guard captain?
Yes. He's
We are at the. Oh, right.
at the guardhouse.
We are the guardhouse, right.
Is that his brother? Don't do this.
Yeah. He just has a different colored short.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That tracks.
The guard captain's there, pressuring his guardsmen, preparing the next shift.
Tell them not to take any bribes from busty wenches. Again.
Hey, I take offense to that.
A strong right arm is what you need. It is our duty to keep the people of this town safe from any evil, any peril. For we are the guards of Carnver Falls. In the lives of every citizen, every person in this city falls upon us. Go out there and make me proud. In unison, they chant, "Yes, sir," and they start to head out.
Being part of the city guard probably a really boring job,
Do you say this in character?
unless you're. No, I say it as myself.
It probably is.
Okay.
Unless you have a big crime rate.
Well,
If you, if you have a safe
we are
city,
close
you
to
just
Akavir
wander
Desert.
around.
I
yeah.
think even if you have a safe city, they just start placing bet on when the next crime will be. I feel like they sit around and it's just like, all right, but if a crime happens in the next week, you buy me lunch. Like you just become really good friends because you have nothing better to do.
See, that would be a problem because then the guards would be motivated to do crime themselves just to win
Yeah.
the bet.
They become incentivized to cause crime and mischief.
All right, well, maybe that's what happened.
Okay, I'm gonna go talk to the guard captain. I go, oh, Captain, we cleared out the Carnvar Falls cave, and I show him my little sprung up goblin ears. Would there happen to be a bounty on this that our party could collect? Quite a bite.
He is disgusted by the cut goblin ears. Carnival's cave, you say?
Hmm? I do.
N- No one's been there in a while. I guess that's the reason. I could compensate you with 50 septims. And he gives you a small pouch of 50 septims.
Okay. Hardly seems worth it for the amount of duress and hardship we had to go
Yeah, it doesn't seem that much for the danger. And
through. We killed about 20 goblins.
Ollie
Our
like
lives were at stake.
picks
no,
up the
no,
map.
they were more like 80 goblins. Come on.
Sorry,
shut up a
I
bit.
misspoke. I
Ollie,
misspoke.
like-
There were about 80
An
goblins.
army of goblins.
Ollie looks
Aurelia, to kind of sell this point, kind of like goes over to his aura and then goes, "I nearly died trying to fight those goblins," and just like cries into her shoulder, just like
Sure.
trying to sell the act that she's traumatized.
Ollie kind of like gives a look to Kojidov like, what? But then pulls out the map and says, well, maybe a map of everything that we found would help.
Mhm.
The map that says Boethia on it.
Yeah, the map that has Boethia and everything else on it. And
Nice.
I, like,
I'm gonna kind of put that back into your pouch as you take it out. I don't want you taking that out. in front
alright,
of
with
the
Devin
captain.
putting it back into my pouch, I realized that I've misread the situation and step back.
Yeah.
And so does Aurelia have to roll to act as if
Yeah,
she's
what
in
do we do?
duress? Like, do I have to roll a performance check?
No, you wouldn't. Well, you if you want to get more money from the watch captain, you're gonna have to make a persuasion or deception check, depending on how you want to persuade him, to convince him.
I'm more acting to try to see if I can't make the persuasion check for the rogue easier.
Yeah.
'Cause maybe he'll feel bad if like a nice beautiful lady got her ass beat by goblins.
Mm.
You can be sure that if Taminal was here, we would sure he would tell a tale of the impending invasion being brewing in the cave that they stopped.
So, so can I roll for this performance?
No, you don't have to. No.
Okay. Do I just do it straight? I'm gonna go with the story that there are more than 20 goblins and that it was a really tough fight. So yeah,
With all that's going on, make a deception check with advantage.
Because Aurelia's just still like,
23.
I'm sorry about.
Oh no, sorry, no, 19. Not 23.
You see the watch captain's eyebrow raise. 30,
Nice.
40, 50 goblins, you say?
I do.
Well, I've been to the Carnver Falls Cave. Not recently. There is not enough room for 50, 60, 70 goblins to live there. They would have attacked the city already had they been so many.
Well, it's amazing they didn't, because they were there. Now they're dead.
You have to ride the wave now since you started this. It's still 50 gold for a work like that seems too low a price. Anyway, Korzhudov is not actually worried about the gold. He did it. He would do it for free. Any money that the captain rewards the team can be for the others if they want it.
50 septims is as high as I can go. I have no proof other than your word of the number of goblins and the danger you faced. And it wasn't even an active quest.
It wasn't an active. Well, sorry, I don't mean to presume. Never mind. Do you have anything that was bothering the town more directly, or are things more peaceful?
One of the Bosmer of the town has been was recently
Complaining of
startled by
something?
some Dref down by the cliffs. He was asking the guards' assistants to deal with them, but we haven't had the manpower to solve this problem for him. Something about his gardening or his magic potions or something.
Do I know what a drift is?
Oh,
Make a nature check.
Street roll. 11.
It is an insect-like creature, very dangerous.
Hmm. An insect-like creature.
Big
I
one.
believe
It's
I've
just
met this
one or
boss.
several.
Very well then. Maybe you can assist them. I'm sure they will be generous with the reward.
Maybe somebody in this town has some money.
Our business is security,
Korzhud-
not finances, Dunmer.
Understood.
Korzhudov
Anyone else?
asks.
He's an imperial.
Korzhudov,
Imperial.
Man. Korzhudov? What?
Korzhudov asks the chief, the captain actually, if there is vigilance of Standard Temple in the town.
Some vigilance passed by our town a few days ago. I believe they've gone to the abandoned keep up the hill. Maybe you could find them there.
Is the keep close?
It's the keep you've been.
Like
yeah.
in the. Okay.
The keep.
So
Yeah, it's not too far away from here. It's further away than the falls, than the waterfalls.
further away. Okay. Korzydov thanks the captain, and that's it for now.
Stay safe, citizens.
Seeing Kozhedov thank the captain, Ollie also thanks the captain and shakes his hand before going.
He gives a firm handshake with his gauntlets and armor clanking as he shakes.
Ollie respects that.
Aurelia is like perceived to be acting too distraught.
Azora is hugging you, leading you to walking with
Whatever
you,
I'm doing.
and says, "Poor, poor woman, so small, so fragile."
Look at this small Nord. She didn't get enough sweet rolls when she was a kid.
What these goblins would have done to her if it wasn't for my valiant intervention.
We're walking away while we're saying this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I quip back to Azura. Didn't you only kill 2 of them?
Aurelia just looks and goes, just let her have it, please. She has saved me a couple of times.
Yeah, I'm just saying not this time.
Well, no, she did save me this time.
Ollie's
Technically-
like,
Yeah, I definitely looked at
saved
Ollie
you from
as the
2
one who
people.
saved you this
Ollie
time.
is like flabbergasted after having taken out the 2 goblins that
And brought you back up.
yeah, after giving you her healing potion and bringing you back up. Ollie is just like, what?
She has saved me a number of times, and then now we've been saved again.
Ollie has only been here like a month. Ollie like quickly like
4 days.
jots down
No,
that
no,
she's
no,
not properly infiltrated the
Yeah.
team. And it, like her contributions are not being counted. Like re-strategize.
Oh no, no, I'm talking about Azora saved her then, and now it's fucking Ollie just saved her, and it's like, yeah, Azora was too busy vomiting.
Ollie revises the notes and counts it as like a half loss. And just like writes to self like do better.
Half a loss. You saved the cleric who nearly died. Actually, who got her ass kicked by a bunch of goblins. Damn. Well, I think that's cause for
I need a meal. And Devin goes to the tavern.
Ollie like looks up like very happy that someone mentioned a meal and like agrees that we should eat.
Aurelia. Yeah, we should eat. And then Aurelia's also thinking, I need more wine. But this time, before we start drinking, I'm gonna get a room for I'm gonna get a room for Zola and I, so that way we can do it again. It's fine.
Ollie realizes that the girls are bunking together and wanting to be like an integral member of the team, says like, ah yes, our quarters shall be united, and like puts her arm over each of your shoulders.
Aurelia just kind of looks and goes, "What?"
Upon hearing what, I explain, I would love to bond with you. Let us sleep in a stack as we do at the swamp. One on top of the other, back to back, shoulder to shoulder.
Aurelia goes, it just looks and goes, as long as his aura is the Berlin Wall. Whatever that is.
Ollie asks what the Berlin Wall is.
Basically a buffer zone. Actually, no, it's just a wall around Whiterun.
It is a Dwemer construct separating two areas
Ollie
in Tamriel.
Ollie decides that it would be better to nod than ask further.
Or we could just get a room with 2 beds. And then Aurelia gets struck again and gets suplexed into the into the bed again.
Ollie like
Taking-
visibly counts like 1, 2, 3, and
I
then
mean,
on
that
her
was-
fingers again. 1,
That was
Devin laughed at this.
2 beds,
Aurelia
And-
goes up and
and then
asks,
asks Aurelia, "Do you wish to sleep alone?" I'm like shocked, taken aback.
Aurelia, no, that's not what I'm getting at here.
Ollie like nods and says, "Then
Aurelia goes,
we all
"Alright,
sleep in one bed, but have an extra in case someone falls off in the night." And like I nod like approvingly, like genius.
Aurelia
This
just
too
kind of
happens at
looks
the
at
swamp. The pile falls sometimes.
just looks at Ollie, looks at the tavern owner and goes, "Can I get a bedroom with 2 queen size, preferably beds?"
You're all sized.
True.
Listen, we're
True.
probably
2
gonna need we're
emperor-sized
probably
beds.
gonna yeah, actually we're probably gonna need 1 king size bed.
Ollie nods. King size bed is safer. Then we won't
Because
need
it's
the
always
second.
it's always a brick shit house. It's probably gonna take up like 80% of the bed.
We have a
Ollie,
room
like,
with
pulls
a
out-
queen size, with a jarl sized bed, which is a big enough for 2, maybe 3 people. And then the rest of the rooms have single beds, up to
I'm
2
also
of
gonna-
them.
I'm also gonna pay for Devin and Gorjadov's stay.
Oh, thank you.
How much is that altogether?
It's 5 septims per person,
course,
so it's a
thankful.
total of 25 for everyone.
Awesome. Anyway, now that we got lodging secured, pay them 25 septims. Now that we got lodging secured, let's go eat and let's go drink. And I'm gonna go drink some mead. Repressed memories, ho!
How much should I remove for the meal? For acceptance, or does it come with the room?
It comes with the room, yes.
Thank you.
Enjoy your nights, Chevy. Goes away.
Devin's gonna eat real fast. Be pretty quiet, I think. It's got a lot to think about.
Are we all sitting at a table together, or are we like each grabbing our food and just doing what we do?
Depends. How do you wanna be seated? There are enough tables where you can each of you dine alone.
All right,
Now
I give my
let's dine together.
by default. Ollie thinks that we eat together, so unless someone just eats before she gets there, like she's eating with everyone.
A heartwarming meal.
It looks especially appetizing, that rib section in the middle.
Wait.
Um, the
Almost
chef.
like we are. That's
Yes.
almost like that's all we have the right to leftovers.
the chef lets you know that he's prepared these meals with seasonings and spices from Lenoril, the Bosmer who's doing the research. The one who had a run in with the drafts.
Yeah, the one who gave us the quest to attack the grove and get his stocky
Yes.
plant. Yeah.
Can we tell if the food tastes objectively good or bad?
Yeah, I'm gonna smell it.
Make an
I'm
investigation
just
check.
going to eat it. I'm just gonna eat it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna smell it.
I'm also gonna smell it.
3.
Aurelia and Azor are just eating opposite of each other. They look at the two just sniffing their food, and they just go. Like she just looks at them both and goes, "You know, you can figure out how it tastes if you just eat it." And just starts eating it.
Well, I got a nat 20. I know objectively whether or not this food is good.
Bro,
Devin got a 3.
It is very well made. And with the Bosmer spices, it's just elevated to a different level. For a Carnvern Falls backwater town, this food is exquisite.
Wow. Alright, Devin's gonna eat it.
Right.
Devin,
also
for you, it
eats
doesn't look up to standards. It doesn't. Yeah, it looks, you know, too man-made, crude, probably.
Mm.
Just looking at it, you don't think the Bosmer spices are gonna save this, but you start seeing your compatriots start gobbling it up. And, it might taste better than it smells or looks.
Hopefully it does.
Aurelia's just happy.
Mm-hmm. It does taste good
Apple.
indeed.
Because the food is so good, Ollie writes this down.
I asked the group while we're eating, do we have an idea what we're doing next? Are we going back to the keep? Or are we going to do any additional quests here before we leave again?
Aurelia goes, "I got an idea. How about you guys go and help out that farmer, and I'll head over to the Stendar Vigilant guys, and I'll give them their stuff because I'm only gonna be there for a little bit."
You're gonna go alone?
She just looks at his aura and goes, "Well, not really."
I hardly think the three of us could handle a Spriggan and whatever else lies ahead. I feel like we're just gonna be sitting here waiting for you to come back if you went alone. Those bugs didn't sound too nice either.
Hmm.
Ollie
Aurelia,
agrees.
Aurelia thinks so. What do you guys think? We should move on after we talk to the Stendar guys.
First of all, are we going to help this Bosmer on his insect problem?
Well, at least we would do the I already said I would attempt to procure his stocky ingredient for him. Maybe they're related, I'm not sure, but
Korshudov is willing to help him, but he's not doing he is not doing it alone, of course, if the rest doesn't want.
Ollie just wants the team to stick together and doesn't want to be separated.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Looking around and seeing that no one has a clear decision, Ollie pulls out the village coin and offers to flip and says, "Would you like like which option would you like to be heads and which option would you like to be tails?"
Listen, we can just go to the vigilance and then go do the thing after that.
We can.
Or we can do the thing and then come back for the vigilance Sendar. It's not like they had a time limit or anything.
True. That's true.
So I
Though
say we
think
just
it's
sleep
more,
on it.
Oh yes, of course.
Now that you say that, the vigilance, they're already dead, right? So us going back
no,
with their...
no, no, no. That's not about it. It's the vigilance that went to the cave are not the vigilance that went to the keep.
I
That passed
understand,
recently.
Kojardov. What I'm saying is, their compatriots are already dead. We've already solved that problem. It wouldn't hurt us to do
Yes.
another thing here before we go leave to let them know as well.
No, it's a problem. Is don't know if the vigilance alive are still there, or if they decide to continue whatever. If they are like I don't know, uh, in a hurry on their travel or something.
I mean, it looked like they were willing to. It
What's
looked
that?
like they were basically. It basically looked like they were just setting up shop there and rebuilding everything. So
I don't think they're going.
what to tell them? Hey, here's the Sendar amulets of them, letting you know they didn't make it. You know,
Yeah.
let them know, hey, your compatriots are gone. So we brought back their amulets. Couldn't really bring back the bodies.
On further reflection, I think we use the coin.
Listen, I don't care. Listen, I don't care.
Exactly.
This was your guys' idea to
Oh.
go to the cave to find these vigilants of Stendar.
Sorry, Ollie flips the coin and says, "What was tails again?"
Although we haven't decided yet. Let's say heads is the vigilance, heads or one is the vigilance. And we'll do that first.
Ollie says, "Oh, okay," and flips the coin again. So heads is the vigilance.
Watch it be a
Alright,
3.
it's tails.
It's tails again.
Alright, so it looks like we're gonna help the boss Merlineral. Is everybody okay with that?
So there will be 2 conditions to this. You guys will be in the front the entire time. I am not getting beaten up again.
Well, the second condition of that would require you to stay back the whole time. Are you capable?
Yeah, I'll be capable of standing back. Just
Worked for
Don't-
me.
I don't want to get hit. I don't want to get beaten up again. Then again, hey, wait, I had 2 hands in here. I already did enough.
Ollie
Funny how
flips,
I think I
Ollie
could bring
flips
those
the
guys
coin,
along.
one more time to double check if there's any tension in the group. 1 was yes, there's tension and a potential argument. 2 is there's not. It's a tails.
There isn't.
2.
There isn't.
Ollie can't.
There isn't.
Ollie's
There
like, oh
isn't.
no, they're just getting along.
Well, this is all internal, like, Ollie anyway. Let's
Yeah.
just keep on flipping it.
That's true. You just see me like flipping, like in the background, just
Yeah.
like flipping the coin.
He looks like a lone shark.
Well, with that, I'm probably gonna go head in after I finish my meal. Oh, we haven't... That, Boethia thing, huh? What a crazy, event. Has anybody, here ever had an entity like that speak to them?
No,
Wow. Once in a lifetime then, huh?
I don't really care for Daedra.
Yeah, but it's still interesting that it happened now.
Ollie casually mentions the hiss and says, well, the hiss is very direct at times.
Is it?
Yes.
So, have you had the Hist coalesce into a light and speak to you before?
Not a light, but definitely a strong voice in one's heart.
Oh, okay.
A new hand touches the beacon. Suddenly a beacon appears. Oh, hell no.
How about you, Coach Radov? Have you ever had such an experience with an extraplanar entity?
This one has not delved in such as things.
And Azora?
She has not ever communed with any such deity. She has seen blades that have been blessed by deities before, though. She has seen blades seen with the brightness of Onsi's blade. She has seen individuals fight with divine speed and finesse before.
Aurelia just kind of like internally, and this is her thinking to herself, "Yeah, because I made you because I made you an axe."
Azura brings up some Redguard deities: Onsi, Ruptga, Tet, Diagna, and all those.
We're just like Aurelia's just able to connect some of these deities.
Mhm.
I mean, I personally have never had something so direct as to be called worthy of being a champion of anything, much less a Daedra, or a Daedric prince at that. So it's pretty amazed.
Mm. Your character would know that Daedra worship isn't really something people accept a lot.
I think he's aware. I think he's aware. It's well, with everything that's been happening, like
Yeah.
people are saying Daedra worshippers. Like he's definitely like, you know,
Yeah.
he's trying to say that it's interesting that a Daedra contacted them, not necessarily that, oh, look how great this is. Now we can all be this.
Yeah.
That's kind of his
Yeah,
how he's framing this.
yeah. Aurelia's just like, it is interesting, but I've had run-ins with people who worship Daedra. Not exactly the best folk, especially when they're clawing at you.
Yeah, I've had pretty bad run-ins with Daedra worshippers too, though. To be honest with you.
Yeah, it hurts. it she's just kind of like just kind of looks at his aura just as if like a subtle nod of you almost died that day.
Which one of the days? You've come close to dying a lot of times. You've been shot at, stabbed, slashed, crushed, hit with magic.
Uh, picked up by a freaking scorpion.
Yeah.
Uh, good time, good time. So anyway, after she's done eating, Aurelia's gonna go over to the bar and get a nice keg of ale.
Evan's gonna go to bed and avoid all this nonsense.
What, you aren't gonna drink with us?
Devin doesn't drink.
Doesn't get high on his own supply.
Good point.
It's only mead.
It's not that I can't drink, it's that I don't associate with drinkers in that way.
Ollie writes this down, and
It's to
Like-
celebrate our conquering.
Ollie was previously reaching for a glass, but quickly puts it back and like tries to look at Kocherdov,
The meal is enough celebration for me.
and everyone else to like see what they think.
Azura will drink.
Aurelia's drinking, though this time she's just not eager to get into another drinking contest. She already failed to win once.
Yeah.
He's gonna come back
See?
with the. You gotta come back with this keg of ale. How much is it?
No, 3 septims.
Oh, cool. Nice.
Seeing that 2 people are drinking, 1 person is abstaining, Ollie looks to Kojirdov to make a final decision.
Kortudov says this one likes to keep his senses sharp and alert.
Not wanting to cause any trouble, Ollie quickly fills the cup with like only half alcohol and half water
Mm.
to be perfectly neutral in the situation, and slowly sips the half alcohol, half water concoction.
You're drinking. You're drinking watered down beer, which is
Yeah.
effectively.
It's
It's
not
effectively
something that's
basically
gonna
just
taste
malt.
good.
Yep.
It doesn't. Ollie has been eating raw fish for the past few days and finds the taste slightly refreshing compared to what she's used to in the swamp.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna slowly, like, as you would normally do with any ale, you slowly, take small little gulps.
Mm-hmm. Azora will drink a bit and say, well, don't want to overdo it again. If we are going to face Drev, I'd better be at my freshest self. I better have a clear mind to save you again.
Aurelia. I mean, don't worry. I was fine.
I'm sure it looked pretty comfortable on the floor there, with goblin arrows sticking out of your body. Every vital organ.
Aurelia, don't rub it in. Don't rub it in. I know. I'm very weak. I'll never forgive Grilla at the kind.
She says we
I just
better
had the
get some
best-
rest, and she'll go lay down.
Yeah, I'm gonna go lay down as well.
Ollie like joins the group, like one arm around each shoulder, like happy to be part of the team.
Just is always in the middle of us. It's the weirdest. It is the weirdest cuddle puddle ever. The weirdest cuddle pile ever.
Kojirdov, are you still eating? Are you drinking? What's going on?
No, Kortudov has had his fill. Ate enough. Drank a bit of. He allowed himself to drink a bit of meat, but just a cup.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
He likes cheese though he doesn't over indulges on it. Of course, he has to be fit.
Ah,
Of course.
I might have some cheese laying around.
A wheel of cheese. What have I done? Prometheus will drop us like a bunch of cheese. All the cheese.
80 wheels of cheese just going straight down your mouth, and we're about to take too much damage.
How?
Can we, ADM? Can we have all that done as a free action?
A free action?
Just
A
free action, eat cheese. Just
40
it's just a
wheels of
free action.
cheese.
You get to eat
I guess you see
cheese.
reaction.
So during your turn, you can just eat as much cheese as you want.
There you
Feel
go.
Oh,
one
there you
points.
go.
54
It
wheels.
would be nice to have a solid circle of cheese wheels swirling around Korzydov's head in combat.
Cheese wheels are like over $100.
Yeah, they're
It's
they're
actually
pricey.
ridiculous.
Yeah. Unless they're tiny and blue cheese.
Y'all are ballin' if y'all have like a Parmesan cheese wheel.
Yeah, it's thousands.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's what goes around Kozhudov's head.
And a pumpkin.
Is it goat's cheese? Or what kind of cheese?
It probably would be, yeah.
Yeah.
Goat's cheese with like pumpkin spice would be really good.
What is the tag on Kosher Jobs? Vinny
It's a different name.
model? No. Over part of it is
Khajiit
like
has wares.
his
You
wares
have
is the
kosher.
coin. That's what I thought it said.
Tizingo.
Nice. Cool. Alright. Can I get my long rest things? I'm like so
Same.
antsy to get my things back.
I don't know, can you? You can.
I don't know, may I? Yeah, thank you.
You know how cats are afraid of cucumbers?
Yes.
Because Rudolph is dreaming about all these wheels of cheese, the sausages, the pumpkins, and then a cucumber shows up in his dreams. He wakes up sweaty, short of breath.
He wakes up like in fighting position,
In a cold sweat.
breathing heavily.
Yeah.
+5 to perception the rest of the day. I'm just kidding. He's on guard.
Yeah.
Sausages.
Excuse me.
And
I like how everything is so small. It's like poppin' cooking.
the morning comes. And you wake up. You awaken well rested.
We got the bonus.
Yes. Plus 10% XP gain.
Yeah. I'll have to go find the thief's stone. Max it out. There is one thing, hopefully, Devin can do this morning before we go head out. He wants to go try to find studded leather, if it's in the shop area.
At the Orc Smith.
How much is it? Oh, good morning, my good smith. How much would a suit of studded leather armor? Studded leather armor. Sorry, early morning.
Let me see. Studded leather. It's going to be 80 septims.
80. Okay.
Yes.
I happen to have this ring, and I pull out that 75 septim ring that he got from the town of Mold that was thrown on the ground in front of him. Would this and a few septims to make up the difference work?
She agrees to just take the ring.
Okay.
And she can prepare the studded leather suit of armor for you.
Okay. I'll just give her my own leather armor to do that with, unless she has a different way she wants to do it.
She's gonna have to make a new one. It's
see.
it would be a shame to ruin your already existing one to make it into studded leather. You
Okay.
can essentially
Understand.
keep both this way.
Okay. No encumbrance issues with that.
No.
Okay.
She starts smithing. And, after some time, she's prepared the studded leather for you. The studs, you can tell, are orcish metal, orichalcum. It's not just steel or iron.
Oh, cool.
It's her own personal touch.
Beautiful. Thank you. My good
You are
lass.
welcome. If there is anything else you need, you know where to find me.
I will look at the bits and bobs shop real quick. I don't know if anybody else can also be out here if they want to do shopping. I want to see if there's a scroll of identify, as suggested by the priestess of Mara.
There is one.
Alrighty. How much would this scroll of identify cost me, my good merchant?
It's going to be 80 septims.
Alrighty. I wish I had it on me. Maybe I'll come back for that later. Unless they'll take a goblin staff. Or would they trade a spell scroll maybe?
They
And
could,
I
yes.
show them my spell scroll of fire shield.
They're willing to trade with it, yes.
Okay, I'll trade identify for this fire shield spell scroll.
Happy doing business.
Appreciate it. Cool. All right, that's all I have to do.
Anybody else willing to go on a shopping trip?
Nope.
No, coach is obvious. Then it's okay.
Still dreaming of wheels of cheese. What was that?
I'm ready to go fight the bug thing, whatever the heck it is.
You'll meet up at the center, at the plaza area of Carnver Falls. Will you be going now?
I think Ollie's gonna check out because it's getting pretty late, our time.
So, we will explore the Dref's hideout on our next session then. Thanks everybody for joining, for watching. I'm sorry I was late.
Yeah.
No problema.
We will be seeing everybody on our next session.
Hopefully this time
See you next